Hey everybody, it's Amy Baumitz here from amybaumitz.com, and today I want to talk to you about some tips and tricks for your workout to help you get the most out of your workout and to recover well and all those types of things. So one of my favorite things to use in addition to my working out would be essential oils, and I want to talk about some of my favorites for my workout. So first we're going to start with Breathe. Breathe is the Respiratory Blend. So it supports your airways. It opens things up and kind of gets you going. So I can apply this before a workout. I can do it during a workout. Maybe rub a little on my chest or just smell. It's amazing. So Breathe is really great. Another favorite of mine would be the On Guard Protective Blend. Okay, so you know how when you go to a gym and you work out and it's got all those like scary sanitizing sprays and there's all sorts of weird things getting passed around? I actually like to make my own spray with just some On Guard and water, and I shake it and I spray it on my weights and my yoga mat and things like that to help keep them clean and sanitize them naturally without any weird things. So On Guard's great, supporting your immune system. Awesome. Next is going to be Melaleuca. Melaleuca is commonly known as tea tree oil. I love it because it's so cleansing. It's all the really great antis: antifungal, antibacterial, antiviral, antiseptic, anti-infectious, antiparasitic, I mean, on and on and on. So it's amazing in that way. You could add some to your On Guard spray. It's very cleansing. Let's be honest. There's some weird stuff that gets passed around at the gym, some funky things. So there's just something about workout equipment. So this is a great oil to have for sure. And it's also anti-inflammatory. So anything inflammation-wise that you're dealing with, it's great as well. Lavender, I'm going to talk about next. I call this the Swiss Army knife of essential oils. I think it's appropriate for working out because you need some recovery time and you need to promote restful sleep. So lavender definitely promotes restful sleep. And I also think it's great maybe in a bath after a workout or before bed. You can mix it with some Epsom salts or a little bit of milk, something that's going to help spread it throughout the water so it doesn't just sit on top. And you'll feel calm and relaxed and ready to go. Great oil. Also like regenerative and healing. So I just love it. Peppermint. This is one that, I just love this oil. So I always use it during workouts in two ways. I use it before a workout. I put a drop in my hand and I inhale and I feel an instant effect in opening up my airways and I feel ready to go, energized, and my endurance is better. I can again do that during workout. And then afterwards, I can put a drop in my hands and I can apply it topically because it's very cooling. So it helps the cool down in that whole process. You could even put some in a spray bottle and use it that way, or whatever makes sense to your brain. That's what you should do. Deep Blue Polyphenol Complex is a great oil for people who are working out and exercising a lot. Basically, you can use it short-term or long-term without worrying about anything, and it supports like soreness and aches and pain and all sorts of stuff like that. If you haven't researched this, you should, but if you look at the things that we like traditionally have turned to for aches and pains and things like that, there's some pretty negative side effects. So you're probably going to want a natural solution. So what we use is the Deep Blue Polyphenol. It's an internal form of a fast-acting frankincense extract. And it also has all sorts of great polyphenols. It's got like green tea and pomegranate seed extract and curcumin, which is from turmeric, and resveratrol. Really great stuff in there. So I love that solution. Another great one before your workouts would be Mito 2 Max. This is a natural energy and stamina complex. So it's helping promote energy production on the cellular level. It's supporting those mitochondria, those little power machines. So it's really great, non-habit forming, stimulant free. So if you're using caffeine drinks or something else to get energy, just use this. Deep Blue Rub. My husband actually has shoulder issues, so he uses this before and after a workout. I think it's amazing. Deep Blue is the soothing blend, so all sorts of very anti-inflammatory oils, great for muscles and aches, any of that. So you can just apply it right to the area of discomfort. It smells amazing. I might have already said that. And it feels very warm and then feels very cool. This is a must-have. And the last one I want to talk about, because I think it's foundational support, is the Daily Nutrient Complex. So basically, I kind of learned the hard way that you have to support your body foundationally in order to really like make the most difference. And I always thought like, oh, I eat really healthy. I'm a pretty healthy person. But with what we're up against these days and the way nutrition has been bred out of our food, it's really important to give yourself a little boost. You know, all the essential vitamins and minerals, your omega-3s, essential oils, antioxidants, all those sorts of really good things. The things that I noticed the most, my focus was better, I slept better, I had better energy, and most of all, my digestion was totally made over. So these are really great. There's a lot of research that goes into them to make sure they're the appropriate amounts, not too much or too little, which is very, very important. And also that what we're taking is bioavailable, which means when I take these, my body recognizes it as food and utilizes it. So they're a really good thing to have. And I'm all about gut health and caring for your body. So these, I think, are just, again, really foundational. So all these products are great. I use them for different things around the house too, but they're great specifically for workouts as well. doTERRA has this awesome athletes kit, and it contains a lot of these products in a little carrying case. You can throw it in your bag and be ready to go. But yeah, I just think it's really smart to incorporate these kinds of natural things in as you're focusing on your health goals and trying to be more physically fit and things like that to support your body in that process. So yeah, that's what I've got for you today. I hope you find that helpful. Thank you for tuning in. Be sure to check out some of my other videos. Thanks, guys.